25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Nice looking Monday morning. Hope you're doing well. There is no mention of rain in today's forecast. I see some clouds up there, but they don't look threatening at all. And we'll just see. We'll just see what the day delivers as we go through it. Do you know that summer is almost over?
Yeah, isn't that
it ends
something?
Wednesday.
Gosh.
Wednesday is the first day of autumn. Mm-hmm. Well, the first part day of autumn.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is a scientific thing. They always tell you what time it starts, and who knows.
Yeah, I know. We ignore that though because it's still.
No, I actually used to use it as a fun thing because summer is almost over. I'll have the countdown to summer. So let me find out exactly what it is.
Okay.
I'm not ready to dive into anything political yet. Just kind of have a little bit of fun. Okay, what time does autumn begin in 2015? Okay, it's just 2015.
Okay.
Love Google. Everybody loves Google.
Yeah.
Okay, fall begins September 23rd at 4:21 a.m.
Eastern time or Greenwich Mean Time?
Oh boy.
Well, I'm just wondering.
I don't know.
It's probably Eastern time.
Well, okay. I'm not sure.
Or maybe Greenwich Mean Time.
Usually.
I don't know.
Yeah, Eastern time. There it is. 4:21 a.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
According to the Old Farmer's Almanac.
Okay.
Thank you. So by the time we get here Wednesday morning, it'll be autumn. Which means tomorrow is your last full day of summer.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
Today and tomorrow, your last full 2 days of summer.
Go to the beach.
What are you going to do? You live in Florida. It doesn't really matter a whole lot.
That's right.
Doesn't really matter a whole lot. All right. There's a ribbon cutting tomorrow at 4:30 in the afternoon, and it is at the Made to Sparkle Cleaning Services place where they are. That the location is 960 Southwest 6th Avenue. Mm-hmm. They will be celebrating the opening of a new business. Looking forward to adding more sparkle to Ocala. The Made to Sparkle Cleaning Service.
Yeah, I spoke to a real nice gentleman on Friday about that. There's a location in the Villages, and now they're opening up in Ocala, and I guess it's really, really nice.
All right, so there you go. What do you picture when you picture a maid? What do you picture? When you picture a maid, what do you picture?
Mm-hmm. Just a short black skirt with a white apron and a feather duster.
A feather duster!
And a little cap on, yeah.
A feather duster is what I always picture.
Yep, always picture with a maid of feather.
A feather duster.
Yeah.
I don't see them anymore. Do they still make them?
Yeah, they do. They're synthetic. They're not real feathers.
Oh, really?
I think you can get real feathers.
Let's get one.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what I wanted to tell you there. And, so Friday I went with you, Robin, to see Mary Poppins at the Ocala Civic Theater. I haven't gone to a play in forever. And anyway, so it was really delightful. I will tell you this. You want to hear my thoughts on Mary Poppins? No,
yes, I do.
If I saw the movie, I don't remember seeing the movie. Mm-hmm. I don't really remember it. I knew all the songs. Well, no, I didn't know all the songs, but I knew a lot of the songs, I guess, from some place in my life. But anyway, here's. Are you ready for this? I don't think anybody else has ever described Mary Poppins the way I'm going to describe it.
Okay.
Mary Poppins is several stories all happening at once. Mm-hmm. There is the story of these two little children, who, by the way, the actor and actress, little boy and little girl who play these two children are outstanding, unbelievable. Yep. I mean, so good.
Now, the fellow that plays Michael is Matthew Manassian, and Ava Pizzuti plays Jane. Matthew's in 7th grade. Ava's in 5th grade.
Oh wow, that's a 7th grade boy. Well, he looks a lot younger.
Yeah.
At least they did on the stage. Okay. Yeah. So there's that story. Then there's a story of the maid and the funny guy.
Yeah.
And the maid and the funny guy, they have a story going on of their own.
Yeah,
and the guy, whoever plays the funny guy, is a real funny guy. Mm-hmm. They both are. The maid and the funny guy. The maid sort of reminded me of Amy Schumer a little bit. And the funny guy, I don't know who he reminded me of. He reminded me of just a funny guy. I mean, they were a comical combination. You agree?
Yes, I do. Mrs. Brill is Vicky Treelobe, and Robertson A. was played by Deanne Bruce Howard. Okay, so they did such a good job.
So there's the story of the children, the story of these two. Mm-hmm. Then there's the story of Mr. and Mrs. Banks. Now, their story is a lot more serious. Because theirs is about him being a grump, and she's not so sure about her, what it's like to be Mrs. Banks, So theirs is a lot more serious. what other stories were in there?
Bert and Mary, though.
Hold on.
Oh, I'm
That's
sorry.
the end, because that's the main
okay.
thing, right? That's
Okay,
the Mary
yes.
Poppins story.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Mary Poppins kind of glues it all together, because she kind of has a role in all of these stories.
Yeah, but then there's sort of that romantic story hanging out there between Bert and Mary.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Am I
just
forgetting
hanging out
anybody?
there.
Am I forgetting anybody? Was there anybody else that had a story in there?
No, I think that's it.
Oh, what's that, huh?
Well, the bird woman herself.
Yeah, that's right. She's got a little story of herself. The Poppins
Melody
lady.
Murphy. Yeah.
Anyway, I really enjoyed it. If you are a part of that whole production, whether we saw you on stage or you were doing something in the orchestra pit, by the way, hello.
Yes.
I mean, these are really good musicians. I know you say this to us all the time, but I'm saying it.
Yeah, you got to experience it firsthand.
I looked in there. We in order to get back to, okay, there was an intermission, okay? Yes. There were 3 ladies to my right and maybe 7 ladies to my left, you being one of them.
Yes.
I was the only man in this whole row. Okay?
Yes.
And this intermission, I think, okay, this is where we get up and go to the bathroom, right?
Yes, right.
Okay. Well, there's only 3 ladies to my right. I thought, that's a shorter route.
Yes.
I'll wait for those 3 ladies to get up, and then I'll go. Mm-hmm. But they never got up. They never got up. So I said to you, would you maybe ask your ladies to get up? Because these look like tough ladies to my right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't want to ask them. So then you ask those ladies. So they all got up, and I, excuse me. Am I the only one who needs to use the bathroom? Right.
No, there was a line.
Women can hold it longer. That's what it is. All right. So then when we come back, okay, now we come down the aisle where the 3 ladies are, and there's no way I'm going to say, excuse me. So what I have to do is walk all the way to the front, which isn't that far. It's not a big gigantic theater, yeah. and then go around the front seats. Okay, so now when I'm up there, I look into the orchestra pit, because I thought, that is so cool that those musicians are down there playing so superbly, and they're not seen. They don't take a bow. There's nobody applauding for them. I guess in essence you're applauding for everybody, but you know how it is. You're watching a play, you're applauding for the actors. You don't even think about those men and women down in that orchestra pit playing those musical instruments.
Exactly.
Am I carrying on too much about this?
No, you're not. It's a wonderful production.
Right,
I love hearing your
really wonderful
opinion.
And I wanted to just stand there and go, you guys down there, you're great.
Yeah.
You guys, I've been listening. You guys are really good.
Yeah.
So then we walk around and we saw Trey Adams, which was a nice surprise.
From the honor flight, yeah.
From the honor flight, yes.
And his lady.
And his lady, yes. And then we went back to our seat and, excuse me, through the skinnier ladies.
Yeah.
See, the ladies to my left were much thinner. I'm not picking on them. I'm just saying it's easier to squeeze by.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, so.
But it was really good.
Do I have anything to tell you other than that? No.
No, everything. It was so well cast. It was really great. Greg Bleem played a Bert, and Angie Petty played Mary Poppins.
The girl who played Mary Poppins,
Angie Petty.
She was so beautiful. You know, if I was that little boy, I would have had a crush on this woman.
Yeah, he probably did, for real.
Yeah, in fact, I actually did have a crush on her while I was sitting there. I think I'm in love with Mary Poppins. It's probably 20.
It was so well cast. Everybody was out.
And what is cool is that she flies, and the theater people are so good at this that the silhouette that is created by the actress as she's hanging from cables.
Yes.
And it looks like she's in total control of this whole thing, which I don't understand how you can do that. And then there was another one, by the way. There was another, like one of the chimney sweeps.
Yes.
I believe it was played by a woman.
Okay.
I'm not really sure. But the chimney sweep did a somersault.
Wow.
So, you saw it.
I know, but I'm saying wow because I just think it's wow.
Flipping across from rooftop to rooftop while they're singing a song.
Yeah, exactly. She was
Anyway,
really outstanding.
you can tell I don't go to many plays. I was so impressed. And I said to you, is this really a lot better than all of them, or are they all this good? And you said, no, this is really a lot better.
Yeah.
But they're all really good, too.
They're all really good.
They're all really good, but
this
one you said was really up there, right?
Yeah, this is outstanding.
All right, if I sold you on the idea of going, I hope I did. You got to go because it's going to be done in October 4th or something like
exactly.
that.
Exactly.
But I have 2 tickets right now. If you want to go, these tickets are worth $50. In other words, $25 a piece. You got to call me right now during the break. We'll take your call during the break and give away 2 tickets. 622-9622.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, sunshine mixing with clouds, high 87 to 91. Partly cloudy tonight, though 68 to 72. Tomorrow, sunshine and building clouds. There can be an afternoon thunderstorm in spots, but mainly dry at the coast, the high 86 to 90. For Wednesday, times of sun and clouds with a shower or thunderstorm near the coast, the high 84 to 88. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
From a lap down to the win. I'm Joe Moore. This is the Coca-Cola Monday Morning Race Refresher. Brought to you by Coca-Cola. Open a Coke and enjoy the race.
Coca-Cola Racing Family Road Trip.
NASCAR Confessionals.
Driver's log, Ryan Newman here. It's 1:27 and we've run out of Coca-Cola. I'm really thirsty. Driver's log, 1:47. Still no Coke. And if I don't make it, tell my fans it was all Tony's fault. Driver's log, 1:59. We pulled over. I love Tony. I love road trips. I love everything.
Coca-Cola, open happiness. Official soft drink of NASCAR.
The first race in the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup ran yesterday at Chicagoland Speedway, and things did not look good for Denny Hamlin early on. He started the race deepest in the field of all the other 15 chase contenders and was involved in a crash on lap 2. But Denny and the FedEx team rallied back to the win.
We passed 10 cars before I went in there and spun out, so it just, this car was so fast today. Can't say enough about this team, especially in the long runs. We were extremely fast. So, I thought that if we could stay on the front row, we would have a great shot. The second row with tires on the outside, I wasn't sure about our shot, but, you just got to make a move and hope it sticks.
Denny's Joe Gibbs teammate, Carl Edwards, also came back from being a lap down. He finished in second. Kurt Busch got third, Ryan Newman fourth, and Matt Kenseth was fifth. Matt Kenseth is now at the top of the points, going to round 2 of the chase at New Hampshire. Denny is second, Carl Edwards third, Kyle and Kurt Busch fourth and fifth. The bottom 4 are Jamie McMurray, Paul Menard, Clint Bowyer, and defending series champ Kevin Harvick, who crashed after cutting down a tire. That's the Monday Morning Race Refresher. I'm Joe Moore on the Motor Racing Network.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
1370 WOCA.
All right, thank you. 12 minutes before 8 o'clock. I think I got people excited about Mary Poppins Run.
I think you did.
A lot of people were trying to get those tickets. Unfortunately, we only could give away 2. So for those who didn't get them, here's the other side of that. We are doing it again at Fun with Joe today.
Yep.
It's 11:45 or so. So if you can get in at that point and bet on the winner, then we could also win 2 tickets to Mary Poppins.
Exactly.
At just before noon. Okay. Gosh. Have you ever heard of an SEP, a simplified employee pension?
No, I have not.
A simplified employee pension plan, I'm not trying to sell anybody anything, by the way, provides business owners with a simplified method to contribute toward their employees' retirement as well as their own retirement savings. Contributions are made to an individual retirement account or annuity set up for each plan participant.
Oh,
I never heard of this before.
No.
So this is something different than the 401 and all that.
401k, maybe. It's all different, maybe.
All right. Let's just.
Gosh.
You might want to avoid Volkswagen right now. Yesterday, Volkswagen's CEO apologized for customers' broken trust after it came out that the German car company may have cheated on U.S. emissions tests.
Ooh.
On Friday.
They still smell really good.
There is no smog coming from my car. That's not smog. No, these numbers are very, very good numbers.
That's right.
On Friday, U.S. regulators raised their hands and said they think Volkswagen installed software that made it seem like its cars were more environmentally friendly than they actually are. Was ist das?
Was ist das?
Mein Car, mein Auto. My Otto is smuggy. A federal investigation is expected. Volkswagen has halted all U.S. sales of the affected car models.
Oh my gosh, it's going to affect our Volkswagen plant here on Highway 200.
That's not a plant. That's a,
Well, it's a sales.
it's a pretty car. Too, by the way.
place.
And shares of the VW had their worst plunge in almost 6 years because of the news. That's not good.
Oh, no.
This is not good.
No, not at all.
Oxaliba. All right,
Yeah.
what else? do you see what I'm doing? I'm avoiding all the political stuff.
I know,
I don't know
I know.
why.
I know.
Is the Pope showing up? Is that political in any way?
I don't think so. I talked to TJ last night on the phone, and since
Yeah.
the Pope is going to be doing something at Madison Square Garden on Friday.
Called Mass.
Mass. Okay, I'm not Catholic. Afternoon, it's a big concern as to everybody that works in the city that takes the train that has to leave to go to Penn Station,
Oh,
which
really?
is by the garden. And so now they're debating about the different train schedules and if there are going to be any trains that let people off in Penn Station, because the Pope will be only, because Penn Station, I guess, is underneath Madison Square Garden. So, my son's
Do you know-
job today is
do you
going to
know-
decide how they're handling it.
Yeah,
on
that's
Friday.
interesting. What I find interesting, what I'm going to find, is what the marquee says on Madison Square Garden. This is say Pope Francis, one night only, sold out. What does it say on the marquee?
Oh, that's
I got
cool.
a kick out of it. He's doing something at Madison Square Garden. Not so sure what he's doing.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just a rock concert or something.
I'm sorry. I mean, I do have Catholic friends.
Pope Francis
word,
on the-
word mass, just my
Pope
son had
Francis
the word
on the
mass.
same stage as Mick Jagger. Not at the same time, mind you, but just the same place.
That's right. Sir Mick.
House Speaker John Boehner has been trying for 20 years to get a pope to come talk to Congress. It's finally going to happen. House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi says it's very thrilling beyond words. I guess they're in agreement on something finally.
Yeah, are they
this
gonna be
week's
there?
historic address by Pope Francis to a joint meeting of Congress has lawmakers of all political affiliations and religious backgrounds buzzing. For the many Catholic lawmakers on Capitol Hill, including Republican Boehner and Democrat Pelosi, the occasion carries special significance even as they brace for the unconventional pontiff to make both parties squirm with his focus on hot-button political and social issues.
Well, the Pope is to be admired and respected, even if you're not a Catholic. I mean, the Pope is the Pope, okay?
Ahead
He's
of
magnificent.
Thursday's speech in Washington, D.C., many lawmakers say they hope that the leader of the globe's 1.2 billion Catholics will provoke members of Congress to pause, reflect, and refrain
Exactly.
from the partisan struggles and political bickering that normally dominate the House chamber, where he will speak.
Yep, and he's not going to tell people who to vote for either.
At the same time, lawmakers have begun invoking the pontiff to make points on one issue or another, with Democrats in particular hopeful that he will provide backing against the Republican majority on issues such as income inequality, immigration, and climate change.
No, he's going to have his own message. He does a good job.
Some in the Republican Party are suspicious of the Pope's activist stance on such issues. One House Republican, Paul Gosar of Arizona, announced plans to boycott Francis's speech because of reports that the pontiff might focus on climate change. Oh my goodness! I wouldn't. It wouldn't matter to me.
No. You're gonna
If I
see the
disagree with
Pope.
everything he says, the Pope is. You go see the Pope.
Exactly.
You can disagree later.
That's right.
I didn't go. You fold your arms like a little spoiled kid. I'm not going.
That's right.
He's
You're
talking about
so
something
right.
I don't agree with. I am not going.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to hear somebody talk about something I disagree with.
Exactly. No, that's, wow.
Paul Gosar argued that if the Pope wants to devote his life to fighting climate change, then he can do so in his personal time. Well,
He's not going to get
what are you
reelected,
talking?
that's for sure.
Everything is his personal time.
Exactly.
He's not on a clock.
No. No.
Can you imagine I punch in? Sorry, punch in. Let's see. Republicans can take comfort in other positions. Of course, Francis will have opposition to abortion, and people may hear him speak about that amid pressure from conversations to use must-pass spending legislation in coming days to remove funding from Planned Parenthood. Senate Republicans scheduled a bill to block most late-term abortions for Tuesday. That's tomorrow, just ahead of Francis's arrival, provoking complaints.
Yeah.
Do they? Are they actually expecting something surprising? I mean, don't we already know the Pope's positions on all these things?
We do. We've had them you've had them, for news bites and everything. It's just and in your local and state news, and we know his position.
Anyway, so that was
Grow
interesting what you told me about the concerns for commuting in New York.
Yes.
It just never occurred to me.
Yep. Me neither. So it's not.
So they're having a meeting today?
TJ's job is having a meeting about their employees now. And they're going to try to find out today what the transit authority is going to do with the train schedules for Friday, because the Pope's going to be right there, and there could be some kind of attack. I mean, they're getting all the bases covered. I'm sure there's going to be super security. So
Yeah. Well,
And
that'll be horrible.
yeah, exactly. So
In advance, House and Senate leaders sent a letter to lawmakers emphasizing decorum. Mm-hmm. This is what the letter said in part. Out of respect for the Pope's schedule and the expectations of a timely address. The letter asks lawmakers to refrain from handshakes and conversations along the center aisle as dignitaries and the Pope arrive, noting that the speech will be seen around the world and by many of our constituents.
I don't know if he shakes hands.
Similar appeal. Really?
How
How many people you know do the fist bump? You go to shake the hand. Oh, this is the new thing. When
Yeah, that's
when
so
we were
goofy.
younger, they used to take the thumb and wrap it around the hand. And it's like, what kind of handshake is that?
Yeah.
Now they're so germ phobic.
Yeah.
Touch elbows. Elbow.
Yeah, exactly. We shake hands to everybody that comes in here, and we also have hand sanitizer.
No. No. You have to amend what you
Oh,
just
I'm
said.
sorry.
Because we do have some guests who do not want to shake your hand.
Right, exactly.
Some just
That's
want to
right.
bow, like you're in Asia.
Yes, exactly. That's right.
Hello?
That's right. I
Hello?
forgot. So
Hello?
we do bow.
Hello?
We do adhere.
How come
to
I'm always
whatever
the one?
guest
How
is.
come I'm always? Think about this. How come I'm always the one who has to amend my behavior?
Yeah.
How come I go to shake somebody's hand?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just not doing the political thing today. But I did as much as I'm going to do with the Pope thing.
Yeah, that's all
But
we
how
can
come this
say.
is the way it is? When I go to shake somebody's hand, they decide that it's not going to be a handshake. Mm-hmm. They put their elbow up or their fist out or they bow.
Or they bow. Yeah.
How come they can't bow? And then I say, oh no, I'm sorry. My rules. In your house, it's your rules. In my house, this is not my house. But
Yeah, but still, it sort of is. Yeah, because this is where we greet people.
I can understand with the hug.
that's okay.
Don't hug.
Yeah.
I'm very reluctant to hug people. Not that I don't hug people. I hug people all the time.
Yeah.
But here's why. I hugged a lady one time after an interview, and she was a new guest. Okay,
Yeah.
and then the other guest who was with her, another lady, said, "Oh, Larry loves to give hugs. Larry loves to give hugs. Larry loves to give hugs." Sorry, I'm saying it wrong. But I said, "Wow, is that my reputation? I love to." Does that sound like I'm some kind of a creepy guy? So after that, I said, you know what? I'm only going to do it if I'm approached with a huggable kind of a approach.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
And it happens.
They do. Yeah, it does.
Okay. Oh, I get a hug. I always make a big deal out of it.
Yeah, I know.
Because it is a big deal.
It is. It's wonderful. We've got.
So if the Pope
really
doesn't
nice
want to shake
support.
hands, then you don't shake hands.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
understand what that memo meant. You know what this is like?
Exactly.
This is like when you're a kid and your parents have company coming over and they tell you, okay, now look, when they come over here, I don't want you to eat all the pretzels, okay? Don't be eating all the pretzels. And you say, come on, Mom, I know.
Yeah.
It's like these elected officials, they must, oh, come on now. We know how to behave. It's
Yeah,
like a
sometimes.
special guest is coming, so come on, be on your best decorum.
Yeah, exactly. Well, some of those elected officials, you got to remind them because they're not on their best decorum.
Well, who are they?
Some of them.
Well, wouldn't that be entertaining to watch them? I mean,
Yeah, it would.
what? Somebody stumble over himself trying to get a hug from the Pope?
Yeah, right. That would be
Hey.
funny. That'd be a viral video.
Hey, papal guy. Hey, how you doing? Pope, hey, Francis. Hey, Pope Francis. Well, it's kind of exciting, isn't it? So,
It is.
So,
It's very exciting. I can't wait to see it.
So from Cuba to the U.S., it's been a busy weekend for Pope Francis. This week will be even busier. Yesterday, he celebrated Mass in front of thousands of people in Havana. Mm-hmm. Then he met with Castro, both Castros, the brother and Fidel and the brother.
Yeah.
Expect even more excitement as the Pope's journey brings him to the United States tomorrow. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM,